Hello, and welcome back to Let's Just Get This Goddamn Book Written. Okay, a couple of notes. The first thing is some honesty time. Last week was really rough on me. I finished the recording of the last month's version of this on Monday or Tuesday. I was supposed to immediately start recording again on that Wednesday or something. And I just couldn't do it. I couldn't work on the book anymore. I couldn't think about the book anymore. I'm basically at the moment ramming into a wall, and I'm only constantly continuing to ram into the wall because I know it'll be all over soon. I mean, I've just gotten to that point. I'm exhausted and I'm over it, and yeah, I'm that. I think it's just when you've been working on something so intensely for 3 years, you get like this. I was like this near the end of my PhD, and this is probably just what it's going to be like at the end of every book. I'm just exhausted. So I did take the rest of the week off from the cosplay book. I still had a lot of other work to do, but it was nice to readjust. I fixed up my office a little bit. I'm finishing it up in a week or two. By the time this is out, you'll see the vlog where I made over my office. So changing up the office a little bit has actually kind of helped. I feel like a slightly new environment, even though there's not really a whole hell of a lot that I can do in this office. But I'm trying to come with renewed energy, which is hard. But we're doing it. We're almost done. So the other thing to kind of note is at the beginning of the last video of this kind of finishing vlog series, I kind of had a list of my to-do list. Basically, the only thing that I have left to do is to edit the whole manuscript, to finish editing it. I need to organize all of the copyright permissions and image files and get all of the images up to snuff. And then I need to submit. And I know that doesn't seem like a lot for 4 weeks. 4 weeks left. Today is July 18th. I am supposed to be submitting August 15th. So I've basically got a little bit less than a month, pure month to go. So yeah, about 4 weeks left. But I can't devote 100% of my time on the book, which is probably a good thing. I mean, if I was, I probably would have hit a wall way earlier than I did, but I also probably would have been finished way earlier. Basically, I have to do a load of other stuff. I can't just devote 100% of my time to the book because I've got to balance all of my other things that I have to do, including academic writing. I've got 2 book chapters that I have to do into an anthology. 2 separate anthologies I have to write book chapters for, and those are both due the 1st of September. So I'm needing to kind of be writing these while I'm finishing the book. It's just, I wonder why I'm hitting a wall. So I thought I would give you a little bit of a breakdown of what the next 4 weeks are going to be comprised of. This week, I am still editing the manuscript. I think I'm doing 2 chapters this week because I've got a big event with the podcast tomorrow. So I kind of can't work that day. And I've also got to get a start on these book chapters that I basically have only written an outline for. So that's kind of taking precedence this week. Then next week, I'm finishing the editing of the manuscript. So I've got so basically this week and next week, ending the actual editing of the manuscript. That takes me to the end of July. So basically that first week of August, so the 31st of July to the 4th of August, is when I'm dealing with the actual file management. This is probably the most admin-y version, like bit of what I'm doing. But basically I need to make sure that all the image files are in the correct file type, the correct size, and that they are labeled correctly. So the file name is the type of file name that I need to have for everything. I need to make sure that I have all of the copyright permissions compiled, and they're kind of all over the place because some of them I requested through Instagram, some of them via email, some of them are I asked verbally, so I need to request that they send me like an email with the permissions written out, so that way I know that I have them. So I'm doing all of that first week of August, just kind of organizing files, which I could probably do in maybe 1-2 days, but it depends on how much editing I need to do of the image files. The second week of August, 7th through the 11th, I'm inserting images into the manuscript and inserting the last couple of things. So I've got a reference list I have to do and further readings and stuff like that. So basically making the manuscript finalized now that I've got all the backlog stuff done. So the editing is all done with it, but I've got to go through and make sure that it has all the things that it has to have in it. And I also need to make sure that just everything is up to the format standards. So they gave me, all publishers give you like a formatting guide of how they want the manuscript to look. And I did glance at it when I was compiling the manuscript, but I kind of glanced. So I'm going to read it a little bit more intently and make sure that everything is formatted the way that they want it formatted, that I'm using the right font and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not going to submit when I'm done doing all of that stuff on the 11th of August because I want a couple of days to make sure that I'm happy with it, like a couple of days apart. Because sometimes, you know, you work really hard on something and you're like in the weeds with it and you're so focused on just finishing tasks. And then like a day or two later you go, oh crap, I really wish I had done, you know, this other thing, or I wish I'd added something or moved around these images or something like that. So basically, I'm giving myself a couple of days to have those realizations, to then edit on the Monday, and then I think the 15th of August is a Tuesday, so then I submit on the Tuesday. So that's it. That's the next 4 weeks, is editing this week, editing the next week, image file management the third week, finishing up the stuff on the fourth week, and then we submit. So yeah. I'm so tired. It's fine. We're I think it's just that thing of when you're working on a big project and you're so close to the end, this is just how it feels. And we're going to embrace it. But I think the important thing is to not overwhelm as well. So yeah, so today, this morning, actually, I am doing another like on paper edit. And then yesterday I did another on paper edit. I didn't record because I just wanted to work on a thing and quietly on my own. But today I'm going to record the chapter edits and then me doing it into the computer. And that's my this morning task. So I'll try to keep you a little bit more abreast for each task and what I'm doing. I thought about doing voiceover work last video, but I just didn't really, I was just editing. It wasn't really anything interesting to say, but potentially on this one, I don't know. We'll find out. You'll find out. You'll find out much sooner than I will because you'll be watching this in a couple of minutes. But anyway, let's put away the microphone and all that kind of stuff, and let's get to editing, shall we? Hello. We are about to make the final editorial marks on the very last chapter of the manuscript. Let's do it! It's done! So, okay, hold on. Let me pull it up real quick. Okay. So I have successfully edited all of the manuscript. I have highlighted points of where I need to insert photos as well as when I reference the number. So I still do need to add the images, add the captions to the images, which is going to extend word count a tiny bit. And I need to add a table of contents that has all of the images in that. So those are all going to include word count as well. But other than that, I'm done. I'm done editing the book. So at the beginning, in our last video on the kind of finishing up, I started by saying that I was at 46,000 words, roughly. Out of 65,000, that was my limit. I have, as of right now, I have 58,000 words, just over 58,000 words. So I have added 12,000 words during the course of this through the new chapter, as well as a lot of additions that I made to the chapters that I already had. So I'm feeling really good about it. I'll still technically be under word count, but I think that's fine. I've said all the things I need to say. I hope, although I know that I'm going to be thinking about things like the minute it's published about all the shit that I should have included, but I can't be thinking about that right now. Right now, as of right now, I'm happy. I still have wiggle room for things like captions and table of contents. I did add a reference list, but I'm going to go through and make sure that everything's in there. And I was going to throw in also references that I didn't technically directly talk about in the book, but that I think would be interesting for people who find this interesting. So kind of like a further readings. It's stuff that I consulted and worked with, even if I didn't directly reference it. So I think that's it. I'm gonna go take a break. Okay, book is due in basically exactly a week from today. So today's job is to actually put the images into the file of the manuscript to make sure that I do in fact have the numbering correct for the files. I'm also going to be making note of which images I'm inputting just to really be sure that I've got the numbering right per image. So that's what the job is today. I have a call that I have to take in about, I have to prep for it in about an hour and a half. So we're going to see how much we can get done beforehand, and then whatever we don't, we'll finish after. So, yeah. Time to rename files. Isn't file organization the best part of writing?
figured I should give you a little bit more than that. So, what has been accomplished so far is the manuscript is finished. The images are put into the manuscript. The images are numbered according to their placement in the text. I have put together a sheet of paper that the publishers asked for that is a reference to each of the images with a kind of smaller reference photo of those images, and then the copyright holder and whether or not I've been granted copyright and all of that kind of stuff. Speaking of which, it's Wednesday. So I've got now officially less than a week. Um, Hi. Sorry about no microphone, so if the sound's a bit weird, I just didn't feel like pulling out my microphone and doing the whole faff about it. Sorry, but not sorry. But today, right now, as I talk to you, I am getting ready to submit the cosplay book to the publisher. Like right now. So today I did a couple of small quick things. I uploaded all of the images to a kind of shared folder online so I can send it to the publisher. All 44 images are here, correctly organized, correctly labeled in the correct format and file type. I did a quick look over of my file, like on my, oh my god. God, you can tell I'm ready to get this over with. I did a quick look over of the manuscript and did a quick, just ran a spell checker kind of a thing. So that's ready to go. And I have you at this angle as opposed to the other one because I just don't want to accidentally dox my contact at my publisher. So let's do this. Okay, let me make sure I have everything attached. I have image reference sheet, the draft of the actual book, the Dropbox file for the images, and the permissions are in that file. And here we go. That is sent. That is sent. Let me check my sent folder just to make sure it was sent. It was sent. That's it. That is it, folks. That is a book sent to a publisher. That's the end of it as far as this section is concerned. There's obviously going to be a lot leading between now and the actual, it's in Waterstones ready for someone to buy, which I will keep you updated on. But as far as the actual writing goes, I've written a book. It's to the publisher. It's out of my hands. It's done. I'm ready to take a nap. I'm done. I'm finished. I'm submitted. I'm done. Okay. Thank you guys so much for coming with me on this journey from, the beginnings before I even had the deal with the publishers, the people who supported me on Indiegogo to get the project even started and to do the research in the first place. Oh my God, thank you guys so much. Oh my God, I'm sorry, I'm shaking. I'm just so grateful for all of the cosplayers who spoke to me, all of the photographers whose work I was able to use, and even the ones that I didn't use but who I talked to and who shared with me their work, the people who I've just been able to look at on Instagram, all of the cosplayers who spoke to me and shared their lives with me and opened up to me. Oh my God, thank you. And I'm just feeling really overwhelmed right now. And I know it's such a dumb thing. It was just an email. I just sent an email. But I'm just feeling really grateful and really excited and really tired. And I'm just really excited about everything. And I'm excited to have it in y'all's hands. And I'm just really happy. I'm just really happy right now. So thanks for coming with me on this journey and following every step and paying attention and commenting and thinking and sending me DMs and all of the lovely things that you guys have been doing. It means so much to me, and I'm just really excited. So I'm gonna go take a deep breath and pull myself together. And yeah, thanks. Bye.